Town Sevens Week is finally here and the final Sevens weekend of 2025. But before we head on over to the mother city, join me as I recap what happened in Dubai. I'm Babsy and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are going to be talking all things Rugby Sevens. We have the last stop of 2025 Sevens weekend, and that is the Cape Town Sevens. Now, before we go into the build-up of the mother city, let's take a recap of what happened this past weekend in Dubai. Let's have a drink. There we go. I'm getting good at opening cans with my nailies. Also, it's time. Actually, I'm matching the Coke can. Now let's go into what happened in Dubai. New Zealand was the star of the weekend because they walked away as both the men's and women's sevens champion. The Black Ferns and the All Blacks were shining brightly. Let's start off with the Black Ferns. They started off their campaign with a win against France, but they suffered a bit of a rough and bumpy road against USA, picking up a narrow loss. But they found their way back to the top against Fiji to finish off at the top of Pool A. Coming to the semi-final against Japan, they made sure they made no mistakes. They were clinical and they won that with no question asked. Come the final, they faced their neighbors and their arch rivals, Australia, and managed to lift the trophy after 5 years. This was a massive win for the Black Ferns. Then, when we go into the All Blacks, let me take a sip. Yes. When we go into the All Blacks, now they were in Pool B and they cruised right through with a clean sheet win against all their competitors. And that is Great Britain, Australia, and Fiji. So, no, actually, they faced Fiji in the semi-final. But the All Blacks made sure that they were able to go into that final against Australia, who are also their arch nemesis. So you can see the double whammy. Even the final was against their neighbors and arch rivals, Australia. And they managed to lift up the trophy for the first time since 2024 Singapore. Now, fun fact. You know how in traditional 15 rugby, before the match, the haka is performed. But in Rugby Sevens, the haka can only be performed only if you lift up the trophy. So since 2018, both the Black Ferns and the All Blacks were able to have the haka together. And this was the first time they had this double whammy since 2018. The All Blacks lost one last year in Singapore. The Black Ferns, on the other hand, it's been 5 years. So it's been a great weekend in Dubai for Rugby Sevens for the New Zealanders. Then there's the Blitzbok. Blitzbok, who are the current champions and defending champions of Cape Town Sevens, did not have a good weekend in Dubai. No. So they had a good start with a win against France, where then it was downhill from them, picking up losses against Argentina and Fiji respectively. But they somehow managed to pick momentum back up in the win in the semi-final of 5th place and finally secured their 5th place finish against Spain. So hopefully they are ready to come back home, have home ground advantage, and get the courage. I mean, get that Springbok inspiration and put it into the Blitzbok so we can reclaim and defend the Cape Town Sevens championship successfully. So I think we are in for a very interesting final weekend of Sevens rugby. There's a lot to look forward to, and we are rounding off 2025. In the comment section, what are you most excited about in this last weekend of Sevens rugby? Which team are you backing and who are you looking forward to the most? Don't forget to press that subscribe button and make sure you turn on the bell so that you are notified every time a new video drops. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.